Hello, my name is Maris Lady Cantor, and this is my assignment 13. So, the scenario that I did for this assignment is that I am working in a school in South Florida. The majority of the population in South Florida is bilingual, and most of the groups consist of Cuban, Colombian, and Venezuelan. There are a few American, Asian, and European families there too, but they are more of the minority. The families that I have chosen are actually based on events that I have encountered working in preschools in Miami. I did tweak them a little bit. They're not exactly how they happened, but it's based on things that did happen to me. So for the first family, they arrived from Cuba 1 year ago. They speak Spanish, and the mother has some Italian language knowledge. Their son completed half of first grade in the school last year and recently started second grade with me. He struggled to keep up last year. This year, I gave everyone in class a buddy and I made sure to partner him with a bilingual student. I'm allowing him to write some of the schoolwork in Spanish so I may know if he is learning the content I'm teaching. I do require him to try to speak and write in English as much as he can. I can tell if he's learning the content because I can read Spanish, so I'll be able to know. I encourage him to ask me or his buddy questions about word usage, spelling, and vocabulary. After each lesson, I have a few minutes of one-to-one with him and others like him to make sure they understand what to do. My goal is to keep him engaged and confident in school so he may one day soon catch up on English. I encourage parents to continue using Spanish and Italian at home. To prepare for the conference, I will not need a translator because I am also fluent in Spanish. I will have their sons work with me, as well as pictures of him in class to show the parents how the class has been set up for buddy system. I will start the conference by welcoming and thanking them for coming. I will point out everything positive in their son's behavior and his academics. Then I will explain the areas in which he needs help and how I am currently helping him to get there. Once I'm finished talking, I will ask the parents if they have any questions or any concerns. While the parents are speaking, I will actively listen to them before answering. I will then hand them the resources in the community and online that may help them with anything from food, job fairs, counselors, English lessons, and so on. Once we are finished, I will thank them and I will walk them out. For the family number 2, they arrived from Hungary 4 months ago. Mom, Dad, and the children are fluent in Hungarian and German. Dad speaks some English because of his job. Their daughter was nervous to start the school and was seemingly upset the first week. By the third week of school, although she did not speak English, she engaged in play activities with peers and was able to make friends. I continue to encourage her and others in the class to engage, even though they do not understand each other. There are many other ways to communicate that do not involve language. In class, I allow her to use a translator application on the tablet to speak to me when she cannot come up with the English words. I encourage her to write in her daily journal in her home languages just for fun, in both languages. I allow her to write non-graded classwork in her home language to test for content knowledge. I check this work by typing it on Google Translate and then reading it. I do not demand correct spelling or sentences at this moment. I simply want her to try. I continue to teach her as I do with the entire class, but I do have one-to-one time after each lesson to make sure she understands what to do. To prepare for the conference with this family, I will need a translator or a translator application to help out. The father of my student speaks some English, so I will contact him before the conference and ask if he is willing to be a translator for the conference. If I wasn't able to reach him, or if he is not willing, my plan is to use something like Google Translate. In this situation, though, he did agree. So I will have so I will have him translate. I will have their daughter's classwork with me to show them what and how she is doing. First, I will point out everything positive in their daughter's behavior and academics. Then I will explain the areas in which she needs help and how I am currently helping her. I will also encourage them to continue using their two home languages. Once I'm finished talking, I will also ask the parents if they have any questions or any concerns. I will then hand them resources in the community and online that may help them with anything from food, job fairs, counselors, English lessons, and so on. And once we are finished, I would thank them and I will walk them out. And that's how I will conduct my conferences.